Alright, welcome back everybody to episode 19 of our survival let's play series here in Minecraft on version 1.16. So it's getting close to the middle of the month and I wanted to get one more episode out before, I guess, the break. Yeah, I haven't had much time to plan for what we're going to do today, but I did mention that potentially we can go on an adventure and also decorate this area over here. But first things first, I want to name all these chickens that we constantly get from the ocean. Your Rip, your Tide. Here's the one we got in the last episode. Their name is Cook. And this last one will be named Berg. I thought there was one more chicken, so I had an additional name prepared, but that's okay. Actually, I meant to name you Scratch. Yes, you're Scratch. Sorry about that. The judgment is unreal from this chicken's eyes. And so let me pop over to, I guess, our map. Check this out. And this, what you're looking at, is the chunk-based map of our seed. So right over here is spawn. And the island that we've settled on is way over here. So it's these two. Right here, you can see the Dragon Island, and then the shore over here. We have explored essentially all of this. And what I'm planning to do for this episode is to head even farther eastward, as there's a true canal here, and maybe there might be another one right there. But in any case, there are further oceans to the east, and I really want to visit this winter island. In terms of these blue and red color splotches, what these denote is the areas that I want to explore prior to updating this world, and the areas that I want to avoid. And they look really random here, but as I bring into the caves and cliffs terrain, you can see this makes a lot more sense. So essentially what I'm trying to do is avoid areas of interest. So I believe this is either a Badlands or a desert biome, more of these ocean areas, and these very, very key areas. These are mangrove swamps. And these are the closest ones, I think, to the spawn, and anything further out it's pretty far. And then down here you can just see like more Badlands and desert biomes, as well as a mushroom island. So the key areas that I want to explore before updating this are this area here and this area here. Mostly due to the fact that it's just frozen ocean or just frozen biome, and I really don't foresee a use for these areas, at least for how I have things planned. So yeah, that's why it's designated as such. But in the interim, all this to say, we're free to explore this area to the northeast of spawn, and essentially as far east as we would like. I mean, we could go even as far as to this kind of like mushroom island that's encased in the sea, although it does look like it's connected via peninsula there. And then load in these desert and, I guess, plains? I don't really know what that is. I haven't looked in high granularity as to what these exact biomes are, but I know for sure that this is a Badlands, so we'll be stopping by there for sure. And then perhaps one of these mushroom islands, because I would like to get a red cow or two for Christmas. However, that does introduce the problem of getting them all the way back to our island, which is very far. In terms of nether travel, I don't think that's going to be a good option for us, because I've only explored the nether to about like here or maybe here, so it doesn't really bring us very far, or only about halfway the distance that we need to bring these cows back, so we may just have to resort to leading them. But we'll see. I really hope this episode's not going to take super long. So hopefully that explains what we're going to be doing. In terms of the actual in-game map, you can kind of see it, and feel free to click back if you want. But yeah, here is where we settled, and we're going to go all the way through there, and then to this area. I don't recall if the straight, I think it's actually further south, so right there. And hopefully we can get these little speckles out of the way. I have still yet to explore the rest of this plains biome south of the jungle, as well as this patch of sea over here, but that's for another time. Since I do anticipate that this trip is going to take a while, let's get to it. Real quick before we head out, I have some supplies, so all of our maps, some essential survival items, so leads for those mushrooms, bucket of water, you always have to have that, anvil, in case we want to name some unique mob we come across, paper, of course, for additional maps, as we'll be making those, and then maybe some materials for a small build. I was thinking of building just a little outpost cabin, but we'll see. And the glass is also related to that. I hope we can finish in this episode, but if not, that's how it goes. That's okay. So I have this map. We'll start there. Oh, cartography table. That was what I wanted to bring. Alright, we're just going to take this one. Better not lose it. It's one of the first, I think that is the first cartography table now that I think about it. Actually, we'll just carry this on our belonging, since we'll be using this during the adventure. So yeah, on the agenda, we'll go to the east, take that true canal, encounter the Badlands, I think is what they are. I assume that's what the red is. Visit at least one mushroom island, and then see what the far winter island looks like. Since, yeah, I want to see some snow. It's December. Okay, time to shove off. We have a chicken here saying goodbye. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Rip. Yeah, so I'll let these 4 birds roam freely. If they encounter an unfortunate situation with a mob, that's how it's gonna go down, but I just like having a little bit more animals on the island again. I miss that from the original episodes, or the single-digit episodes, I should say. Even though we put the chickens in the coop in order to protect them, it is nice to have a little bit more activity on the island. I don't know if you saw in the last episode, I was trying to get Aqua to walk around and build with us, but she kept getting stuck on the top of this hill, presumably because the bed and as well as the bedroom and chests are beneath here, so I think she was trying to lay on those, but yeah, kind of glitchy. So that's why she was up here for most of that episode. I really do like these trees, I have to say. I'm not really sold on these bushes since I do tend to snag them on the way down. But yeah, thank you again, Rip. That was so... You know what? I'm gonna get you seeds. That was so cool. You're the best. Okay. Let's go. We've hit the shoreline here, so I'm gonna go up and then go down. Also, as you can probably see from my inventory, I did not bring a bed. So whether or not this is a foolish or fortuitous decision remains to be seen, but we'll see. And it's raining again. Hey, there's the jungle temple. You can see some of the lights. There's where those sneaky creepers were, for those that remember the jungle adventure. Okay, so we just hit the second map area, and that took about 10 minutes. So it's probably going to take at least another, let's say 30 minutes to get to where we want to get to. We are just about to head through the coral section, if I recall correctly. That was so nice. And I still want to build something out here. Probably when we have an elytra though. Since getting out here and kind of ferrying the items is not the most fun thing in the world, believe me. Wow, that's deep. You know, let's just take a look. Ooh, oh, there's a ship down there. Cool. There is that small coral reef that we discovered in episode 2. This is like seriously the perfect size. Yeah, so maybe something like right over there would be a good place for a small little build, an outpost. Alternatively, we could build it on the island. As long as we have some view of the coral, I'm totally cool with it being a little bit out of the way. That is where I actually got our first dark oak tree, which is why those llamas are there. That does not look like a passageway, so I'm gonna go further south. Alright, the turtle's there. This would imply that this is like a seawater canal, so we'll give this a shot. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. And we need to make a new map anyways, so... Alright, I'll be extra cautious. Oh, this looks pretty magical, doesn't it? Hey, what are you doing up there? Stop it. It's dangerous. Whoa, what is this? What? What is this? A chunk error? What? How did this happen? Wait a minute. Oh, look at this. Well, that is bizarre. Huh. Okay, well... Ugh, all of this. How did this happen? This makes me nervous. I'm gonna back up the world real quick. Alright, I backed up the world, but I really should have done that before we set out. Looks like the ocean's okay here. But that's just really bizarre. It's really bizarre. I'm growing like super concerned because there's supposed to be a desert if I'm reading the old terrain correctly. And this does not look like a desert at all. I'm so confused. What? I'm back, and I'm super nervous. We'll see if this worked. Let's create a backup. So I changed the seed using an editor back to what it should be. Okay, that is not what I want. And that is just great, you know? So this is still there, and I have no boat. But this is different. Okay, the seed is correct, so that's good. And this looks to be what I'm supposed to be seeing. There should not be ocean here if this was the incorrect seed that I looked up. However, this area is still loaded, so I need to figure out how to get rid of that, so I'll be right back. Oh, I really hope it's not going to always pop this up. Alright. I'm so anxious. We'll see if this works. Nope, not yet. Okay, more work. Okay, I've tried everything. It's still keeping these chunks loaded, so let's explore a little more and see if it actually fixed anything. The seed is correct now, so there's that. And then supposedly I was able to reset the chunks, but this is still here, so I'm really confused. And it doesn't match up with the chunk-based map, so something's gone awry, for sure. Yeah, that's not natural. It's really hard to say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and see if I can find the ice part of the ocean. Because I think this spruce stuff might be correct, but that jungle sure was not supposed to be there. Yeah, you're not supposed to have spruce right next to the jungle. That's just not... I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. So technically this is supposed to be frozen ocean. I think to the north of this. Halloween's over, guys. Okay, I do think it's loading new chunks now, so let's see. This still does not look correct. Okay, I'm gonna check. This is still generating that other seed, so... Under normal circumstances, I would be happy to see that jungle temple, but this is not that. Okay, be right back. Okay, hopefully this works now. My heart is pounding through my chest. And it didn't give me that experimental feature, so that's good. Please. Okay, this looks correct. Let's sail to the jungle region to see if that is no longer... Oh my gosh, I see ice. I think this is correct. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, this map is super cursed now. Hold on. I left my ender chest somewhere, and it's like totally gone. Okay, that's okay. I think we're gonna be alright. This is a relief, let me tell you. Okay, this map is like super messed up, so I'm gonna just put that away. And then I'm just gonna head back east, because yeah, I really want to check to make sure there's no chunk errors. Okay, so it turns out what had happened is I changed like one of the entries for the seed, but there's a generator subfile, and there were like 2 of those. And so I changed the seed to be the appropriate one for all of those entries. And I really, really, really hope that that has addressed our issue. I deleted all the chunks that gave the chunk error, so hopefully that will address that. And I think it's a promising sign that we didn't see any kind of experimental features loading thing, just warning me that, yes, I messed up. And my life was like in shambles, but seeing ice here is... I've never been so appreciative of seeing iceberg and like cold ocean biome, let me tell you. Oh, like the relief that is passing over me, it's hard to describe. Okay, and there's the desert, which is... Okay, everything is right in the Minecraft world. Oh my gosh. I had always seen this happen to one of my favorite YouTubers, and I never wanted to experience the same thing because that was so incredibly stressful for no reason. How did the seed get changed? I'm guessing it's when I had a different version of Minecraft loaded, and then I started to open this world, but thankfully I was like in the nether, and so the overworld did not load, but I'm guessing that version incompatibility is what caused the seed to change in the first place. Yes, I feel really good right now, Dolphin. Sometimes you need a little bit of stress to appreciate what you have, or experience loss. Okay, Dark Oak Forest, oh my goodness. Please be the canal. Maybe, I don't know, I don't care. It's the Dark Oak Forest that we had seen previously. Maybe, I mean, this looks familiar. No, it doesn't. Hey, oh my gosh, this is it! Oh! Okay, it deleted that, but that's fine, I don't care. We lost whatever we placed there. I think it was the ender chest. Fine, whatever. Oh, B, I'm so happy to be here. I don't have leads, otherwise I was gonna take that B. Well, I'm just like all over the place, oh my goodness. Oh, the relief. I can't describe it. Oh my gosh, we're back. We are so back. Alright, so I'm gonna replace my ender chest. I believe the closest one is actually our Panda sanctuary, so I'll cut down on the south, get there that way, and bury this map, or lock it in some way, because this map is like incredibly accursed. Okay, and then we'll get a new map and continue as planned, but oh my goodness, that was not the wrench I expected for this episode. I know I'm rambling, but that was just so stressful. Okay, I guess we are exploring that ocean over there. Oh, that's where the coral ends. Okay. Hey, that's I think that's the old monument that we almost settled in at the end of episode 2. Yeah, there it is. There's that nether portal. The torches are still there. It's remarkable. This was over a year ago. I can't believe that. Is the Enderman still there, though? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm really glad we didn't settle here. There's no materials. It's already more of a struggle than I expected to bring back materials to our island and kind of venture out. I did rig a nether portal system, and that's been helping quite a bit, especially when I was going on my resource collection binge during challenging parts of the year. But I mean, the way I built it, it's not amendable to super large scale right now. The ultimate vision is to have a hub that's going to get us all over these maps. So I guess the end of this adventure, we may have a width of 4 and a height of 2 for our overall map area explored. Alright, I'm just going to get this top part since that's going to bug me if it's unfilled on the map. And I procrastinated on this, let's say like half a year. I think the jungle adventure was filmed sometime in April. There it is. So I guess this build did come in handy. I was pretty worried that originally when I built it, I wasn't going to come back here very often, and now look at us. Oh, home sweet, kind of ugly on the top home. Alright, the cursed map. We're gonna call it that, actually. I'm gonna put it here. I don't even want to think about that. That was just unbelievably stressful. And ender chest. Not forgetting this time. This gives me a little bit of inventory space, so we are good to go. How are these chickens doing? I never ended up naming you two. You know what? We're over here. Let's just do it. Your salt, your pepper. Alright, salt and pepper. You two take care. Why do you always do this? I like how the turtle looks away. like they're ashamed like a little dog. Okay. We're back on course. The adventure took some twists and turns that I really did not expect, but is that Bob? It is. I don't have emeralds here. Oh my gosh. Bob. Okay, he's happy we're back, and wow, that's a really good trade. Okay, Bob, I appreciate you. I want your red sand and nautilus shell, and probably that ice too. Wow, you have like all the trades I want. I'm glad to be back too, Bob. I know, I don't know what happened with the turtle. You need to figure this out. He's like, what? What? Okay, we're off. And I think things are okay now. That's not the canal. Where is that? No, this looks like it was it. I'm not sure actually. Yeah, this is the canal. Okay. Okay, a little deja vu, but let's do this again. Let us resume the adventure proper. Alright, so we're back at the frozen sea, and all we need to do is pass straight through this. Question for everybody. Has anyone ever built in one of these? Like, has someone made a base in one of these? Because I would think it would be cool, but at the same time, I understand if you're making like a base out of the ice, it's also really painful because light will melt it, unless it's the blue ice, I believe. Because I have seen bases in ice spikes biomes, but not in frozen oceans. I can also understand that why would you want to settle here, because there's no trees, there's no materials, there's no villages. Let's pop on the shaders, I want to see. Ooh, that looks so nice. They look warm. I don't know if that makes any sense. Very, very nice. I had a change of heart with the shaders. I'm already pretty warm in this room, so I'd rather not cook myself. There it is. There it is. The fabled red sand. So I think based on the map, this is a fairly decent sized Badlands. At least from what I can remember. I didn't really zoom in considerably, but if you've ever built a base in an icebergs biome, let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to hear like how you did it and like how big it was, all those details. So here we're gonna have to travel on foot because I think the passageway is like way south. So my guess is it will actually take 3 maps worth of terrain to actually reach this island. Definitely more than I expected. Yeah, this was probably a bit much to chew in a single episode. Oh well. And indeed it was. It's Sunday night as I'm recording this audio, and I want to apologize for abruptly ending the episode here on essentially a cliffhanger. The chunk error business took about 4 hours to fix and troubleshoot, so this set me back pretty considerably, though I still wanted to include the footage because it happened. I'm sorry we did not get into any building in this episode, but there should be some of that in the following episode, which I will try my absolute best to release on Friday of this week, but cannot really promise anything. Regardless, I deeply appreciate your patience and continued support. Hope you have a safe week, take care, and bye bye for now.